Good morning, guys. We're in Bali again. Welcome back to class and welcome to the mat. This morning, I want to just do a gentle, slow ease into the practice. A little bit of yen and restorative to begin the day. So this is a great practice if you're just needing a way to kind of like reach into all areas of the body, break the fascia open, and kind of release any anxiety or tension in the body that you may have caused over the night. And yeah, just being gentle with yourself today. So take it as you go, nice and slow, use your breath, be very aware and conscious of your movements. Let's go ahead and start seated. So if you need a block underneath the hips, take a block underneath the hips to lift them. Let the palms face up on the knees. You can take a mudra if you'd like, but chest nice and open. Shut the eyes down here. Just dropping into the body, dropping into our breath. We release any tension in the neck, release any tension in the face. Shoulders are dropped here, spine is still nice and long. And begin to focus on that space right above the pelvic floor into the Muladhara root. That feeling that you are trying to stop peeing, squeezing everything in, belly to spine. Just sitting nice and upright. Equal inhales and exhales through the nostrils and taking in all sensations around you. So for me in Bali this morning, there's a sing-song of the insects from the forest around me. For you, it might be the sound of traffic, might be the sound of complete silence. But whatever it is, taking in appreciation for the space that you're in, the space that you're creating. We come into a minute of silence and mindfulness and allowing the body to truly create a comfortable relationship with the stillness. Really filling the breath on inhale, dissolving on that exhale. Hands to the knees, slowly blink the eyes open. And welcome to your practice. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Turn the gaze down towards the right knee, head looking down. And then inhale, press into the knees and open the chest a bit. On an exhale, press back around the spine. Inhale forward. Exhale, round the spine, chin drops down. Inhale forward. Exhale, round. Inhale forward. And come back to neutral. Turn the left cheek to the left shoulder. Head gazes down a bit until you find that length through the right side. Inhale, chest pushes forward, press into the knees. Exhale, let the shoulders go back, stretch into the rhomboids. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Nice slow movements. Exhale back. Inhale forward. And come back to a neutral spine. And drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Chin to chest. Left ear to left shoulder. Head back. Keep moving in nice slow circles, really stretching the head to one side, feeling the length through the neck. And no forced movements, nice and slow. Very conscious and mindful of where we are today. Move in opposite direction. And come back up to a neutral spine. Inhale, reach up with the arm. Exhale, twist to the right. Right hand down behind you, left hand on the right knee. So open the chest and just let the head turn naturally to the right, not all the way back. So we're not straining the neck, we've just gone and elongated the sides here, so we don't want to constrict any movement in the neck, just slowly working into the spine this morning. And back through center, reach up, inhale. Turn to the left, exhale. Right hand on the left knee, left hand down behind you. So looking lightly to the left. Come back through center. Switch the crossing of the legs. So if the right foot was forward, bring the left foot forward. And bring the right hand down to the right side. Left arm stretching up and over towards the right side. So spin the chest up. Staying on the palm or coming down to the forearm if it's available to you. For me this morning, I'm feeling a little crunchy in the side, so I'll stay on the palm. Really keep that left hip down wherever you are, so you should feel lengthening in the left side. If you feel any crunch, maybe lift up a little bit. Through center, inhale with both arms. Left hand down to the left side. Moving in this direction, spiraling the chest open. Look to the right. Back through center, inhale. On an exhale, slowly reach forward with the arms at a diagonal. Really pull belly in, so focusing on that Muladhara root. And exhale, fold all the way down. So forehead could come to earth, or you could stand the palms or a block, whatever feels natural. But folding in. Slowly walk the hands over to the right and just drape the chest over the right knee a bit here. So we're working into that left hip, plugging everything down, dissolving in with our exhales. Slowly come back through center. Walk back up. Bring the right foot in front of the left. Same thing. Inhale, reach up. Come down halfway on the exhale. Reach forward, pull the belly in. And then come down to the forearms, a block or all the way down to the earth. Slowly walk the hands to the left, drape the chest over the left thigh, fold in. So plugging that right hip down, feeling the length through the right side, stretching into the right hip flexors. So the space today is all about creating mindful movement. So knowing where you're going, noticing in your body, if you tend to force into the deepest variation of the pose, just letting your exhales dissolve you into the space. Notice if the body is tensing. Notice if the face and the breath are tensing. And let yourself just be gentle. Let the body easily guide you in to where you need to be today. Slowly come back through center. And cross the right leg, the right knee over the left knee. So the feet can kind of be splayed out or they can be close to the glutes, whatever feels natural for you. Sitting up nice and tall. Stretch the arms up. And bring the right hand down the back here between the shoulder blades. Bend the right elbow. Left hand back to the lower back. Maybe taking a bind here. Maybe taking a hold of your shirt with the hands. But staying nice and open across the chest, coming into Gomukhasana. So this might be enough for you in your shoulder mobility. This might be quite difficult. So stay here. If you need a little bit more, maybe begin to slowly drape the chest over the knee. Folding in a bit, letting the head drop down. One more breath here. And slowly come back up. Unwind the hands. Walk the hands forward and wide, coming onto the fingertips. And then just let the chest drape over the thighs. Elbows bend up. So this might be a little bit easier for you. Might feel a little bit nicer, more passive stretch. So just letting the chest drape even more on every exhale. Walk the chest back up, hands in. And cross the left knee over the right this time. So just switching it up. Getting the hips nice and centered, sit bones down to the ground. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, reach up with the arms. Bend the left elbow behind the back. Right hand, right elbow bends. Maybe taking a bind here with the hands. So left elbow is shooting up towards the sky. Right elbow is shooting down towards the earth. And again, if you don't have this, you can always take a hold of a rag, a towel, your shirt. If you can't get that bind, it's completely fine. Staying open across the chest. Stay here or slowly begin to drape the thighs or drape the chest over the thighs. Head dropping in. So my left side is always much more difficult than my right. So notice how it feels for you in your body. Usually there's one side that's a little bit more open than the other. This is completely natural. So just using your breath to work into that space. Slowly come back up. Unbind. Take the hands wide onto the fingertips and slowly walk them forward, elbows bending up towards the sky as you fold in. Slowly come back up and find yourself on all fours. So tabletop position, wrists stacked directly underneath the shoulders, knees about hip width distance apart. And then walk the hands one hand placement forward and turn the fingers out towards the sides of the mat. Bring the knees in a little bit closer and then let the hips fall to the right side. Look forward. Come back through center, let the hips drop to the left side. So notice here if you need to have the hands a little bit closer to the body or a little bit further. Come back through center, drop to the right side. So you want to feel length through the right side. Come back through center, drop to the left, feel length through the left side body. And maybe begin to take circles, so hips back to the heels and then to the right. Come through center, stretching the belly. Move to the left heel and around. Towards the right wrist, stretch the belly open. To the left and the heel. Keep moving in these circles. And move the opposite direction. So really pressing through the palms here. Pushing into the earth so that the shoulders aren't dropping in. You're not dropping your weight. But you're lifting by pressing the palms in. And you're getting that stretch on all sides of the body. Come back to center and lower all the way down to the belly. Arms alongside the body. Take your right cheek to the mat and shut the eyes down here. Let the hips rock from side to side. And stretch the right arm out to the right side. So it's in line with your shoulder. Bring your left palm by the left shoulder and begin to press into the left palm so you can stack the left hip on top of the right. Bend the left knee up towards the sky and place the left foot down behind you. So we're opening into this right shoulder here. And you might find little movements as you press into that left palm. Maybe let the hips rock a little bit forward and backwards here. So that you feel that opening into the right shoulder. So we work into resistance, but not into pain. Maybe the left hand even travels back behind you, wrapping for a little bit more onto that right shoulder. And slowly come back through center. Bring the right forearm parallel with the front of your mat. Press through the right forearm. As you bend the left knee back behind you, take a hold of the left foot and press it in towards your glute. So getting a nice quad stretch here, pressing through the forearm to really open the chest up. Look forward. Let the left leg go. Bring the left arm out to the left side. Same position here. Come onto the left cheek. Right palm presses in by the shoulder. Right hip stacks on top of the left. Bend the right knee and place the right foot down behind you. You can stay here. Bring right hand to the lower back. And you can move the hips back and forth just a little bit here to work into that left shoulder. Releasing any tension here And again, working with that resistance, but not pain. So being very mindful of the movement. Come back to center. Bring the left forearm parallel with the front of the mat. Chest is nice and open. Bend the right knee back behind you. Take a hold of the right foot and pull in towards the glute. So chest is opening forward, finding length through the right quad. So really remember to press into the forearms so the chest isn't dumping down. Find lift in the chest, open the heart forward. Let the right leg come down. Bring the right cheek to the mat. Hands alongside the body. And bend both knees back behind you this time. Take the hands to the outside of the feet. Pull the forehead off the mat on an inhale. Chest opens up. Flex the feet up towards the sky so you're pressing into your palms here through the feet. And we're rocking on the belly here. Keep the knees in so they're not splaying out. Shoulder blades down the back. So find your breath. Slowly come down to the mat, but turn and rock to the right. So on our side now, on a side bow, still kicking into that left hand here. I might rock right off the edge of our balcony here. Be quite entertaining for the video. Come through center. Feet closer to the glutes as you transfer to the left side. Kick into the right hand. Coming into that side bow. Come back to center. Let go of the feet. And press the hips up and back towards the heels, knees wide, child's pose. Forehead to the earth. So child's pose is our sanctuary. So just massaging the forehead from left to right here. And then walk the hands over towards the right. Really bring the chest up, drape it over the right thigh, and then fold in here. And letting the chest really be supported here by the right thigh, letting everything feel heavy. Right heel is pressed in, feeling grounded here, rooted. Come back to center. Walk the chest over the left thigh. Fold in, dissolve in. So really draping the chest over and deepening in. Come back to center. Come to tabletop and press up to downward facing dog. So first downward facing dog of the morning. Really press through the heels here. You want to create a strong foundation from the very beginning of your practice. So palms press in, fingers nice and wide. And look at the fingers. Make sure the fingers are wide, that the thumbs are slightly coming in so that we're protecting our wrists here, so we're not overstretching. Press through the entire palm. The chest presses back towards the thighs. Shoulder blades move down the back, creating space here by the ears. And again, focusing on that Muladhara. Really pulling the belly into the spine, feeling that deep connection here in the deep belly. Creating a V shape, so hips are nice and high. And then slowly walk the feet forward in your downward facing dog. So we're coming forward to Uttanasana, forward fold. And fold in here. Take opposite elbows, ragdoll. So feet are about hip width distance apart, and we're just falling in. So when I speak about Muladhara, the Mula Bandha, this is that deep feeling in the gut that sits low in the pelvic floor that makes us feel rooted to the earth. So it's something that you want to focus on throughout your practice, that feeling of just really locking everything tight in. That core of energy that roots us down, makes us feel grounded in our practice. Bring hands to the earth. And as slow as you can go, to a count of 10, we're going to roll all the way up to standing. So coming up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Shrug the shoulders up to ears. 2 and 1. Inhale. Exhale out of the mouth. Reach up with the arms. Inhale. Hands to heart center. Exhale. So there's a pause between the breath here, a little bit of nothingness as we move from one place to the next. So reach up with the arms in space, and then inhale at the top. Hands to heart center, and then we exhale. Once again, in nothingness, reach up. Inhale. Hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Exhale. Reach up. Inhale. Hands to heart center. Exhale. Hands alongside the body, Tadasana. So really ground the feet here. Open the heart. Shoulders drop down. Peel the toes up. Press them back down into the earth. Lift the arches. Set them back down. So really pressing into the earth to find lift through the crown of the head. Shut the eyes down. And again, just becoming very aware and mindful of your presence here on the mat, of your space here. Listening to the sensations around you, taking nothing for granted. Taking a deep breath in. Deep sigh out. Flick the eyes open. So we're going to go through a little breath of joy this morning. So I'm going to demonstrate it for you first, and it might seem silly at first, but it's a really good breathing technique to flood the body with energy and vitality, kind of bring the nervous system into awareness and alert for the morning. So it's beautiful just to kind of bring energy back in, bring it up. So basically what it is it's going to be 3 small inhales and 1 exhale with the noise of ha as you let the breath out. So you want to take small sips of breath. So as you inhale, just 3 small ones. So whenever you're doing it, you don't want to fill up completely on the first inhale because you'll run out of room. You don't want that feeling of hyperventilation. You just really want the feeling of fully inhaling all the way up after 3 inhales. So we're just going to do it in little increments. We're going to go through this about 5 to 10 rounds until we kind of get used to it. And just feel free to make noise and be playful with it and just move the body. So here we begin. 2 more. Standing up, reach up, inhale, bow down, exhale. Come down to the knees, sitting forward. Resting the palms on the knees, eyes shut down here for a moment. And just feeling the chest expand here, letting the heart rate come back down. Bring the palms together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Thumbs between third eye center, between the eyebrows. Namaste and Waheguru. Thank you so much for joining me this morning and getting a little bit silly at the end of practice in Breath of Joy. It's one of my favorite breathing techniques to do. It can be a little intimidating as a first timer, especially if you're in a studio, to make a lot of noise, but it's just a really beautiful breathing practice to kind of revitalize and energize the body. I like to do 5 to 10 rounds of these in the morning when I wake up, especially on days where I'm just feeling completely dead to the world and not wanting to move. If you would like to join me again on the yoga mat, feel free to subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, send me any messages for anything that you might be working on or wanting to practice. And you can also find me on Instagram at echo_around the world. So thank you for joining me on the mat today. I hope you feel a little bit better and energized, and I'll see you next time.